Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. We got a good one today. Okay, so this is from last night's chat, but I want you to hear this because Meghan's mediocre mafia, yep, that's what I've been calling the lemon rats lately. They're up to some weird stuff, and I want to talk about it. They're up to some real weird stuff involving some photos of Harry and Meghan and the kids question mark, and they're up to some weird stuff. In my opinion, I think they're going after Prince William. So we're going to talk about all that. Again, you came in for a good one. If you came out to the live chat, thanks so much for being there. We just have really enjoyed those. A lot of people that first jumped on were a little confused. The live chats are just a little different. We cover Harry and Meghan stuff at the beginning, and then we just kind of get together and talk about everything. Whatever you want to talk about, we've been talking about. So they've been going for hours, and we're just enjoying it. If it's not your cup of tea, it's cool. I'll see you here for the Harry and Meghan videos. If you want to get to know us on a sillier level, and I say us, a lot of the flock comes out on a sillier level. If you just want to have conversations, well, come join us for a live chat. We're trying to do them every, couple days right now. It's just kind of been therapy for all of us. So check that out. But let's take a look at what the squad's up to, and thanks so much for being here. Okay, let me start with this. Let's do Harry and Meghan first, because this is weird as shit, and it's getting weirder. Okay. Actually, let me show you this. I talked about this on not yesterday, day before yesterday's stream. Okay. So the squad, whatever you want to call them, the lemon rats, have been posting AI pics of Meghan and the kids because there are no real pics of Meghan and the kids. And it's so bizarre that her, what did I call them? Mediocre mafia have taken to, that's trademarked by me. Don't let anybody steal it from me. They've taken to making AI pics of the kids. So this is one of, believe it or not, this is one of the more normal photos I've seen. I've seen some real weird stuff. Go ahead and quote me on that. Title of my memoir. I've seen some real weird stuff. And like grown-up kids that were weirdly leaning into each other. It was very uncomfortable. So now we have them as little kids. But again, how sad is that I just think that's so weird. Okay, first of all, it points to the weirdness of the squad that they're AIing. Is that the right way to say that? Photos of the kids and sharing them around like they're real and oohing and awing over. Again, I gave credit last time. I'm doing it again. It looks like the image originally came from TRG. Well, it gets weirder. Well, I don't know if it's weirder, but it does. It gets weirder. So today I found this. Okay, so now they're sharing photos, and this is not a sugar that shared this. This is EKP121 on Reddit. They are sharing this. They are putting pictures of Diana into these pictures with Meghan and her kid. Does this haunt your soul like it does mine? This really freaks me out. Like, again, but I'm just not, I joke a lot about, oh, I'm such a fan of this person or that person, but there's just nobody in this world. Like, I love Catherine. She's probably my favorite, whatever, but it would never occur to me to go in and AI her children or, even if she didn't show them or something. I just think, yeah, it's sick. It's messed up. You're exactly right. It's so wrong, but it speaks to a bigger, sorry, so many people are reacting. Yeah, exactly. It's so creepy. It speaks to a bigger issue of what is going on over there. It's so crazy. And these, again, are her followers that are doing this. They're putting out these pictures and not just putting them out. I've seen it. They ooh and awe over it. Like it's a real thing. Like, yeah, Diana loves Meghan. She speaks to Meghan. I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, seriously, what did I say before? They have a room temperature IQ. It's scary over here. Like, I really don't understand it. Okay, so I have to slap a big fat allegedly, but I'm thinking, like, even if she is paying them, they seem so stupid. They don't know what to do with themselves. And it's quite funny to watch, but it's also like creepy. I think that looks photoshopped, obviously, because sorry, with all respect to Diana, like she's not around to do this. Yeah, it does look Photoshop because it is. It's AI'd, whatever you want to use. Oh my God, it's so crazy and it's so cringe. So that's what's going on with those freaks over there. Again, these are the people that Meghan and Harry openly support. We've got evidence of them meeting with these people. I believe it was at Invictus and stuff. I mean, again, it's like TRG does excellent research on that kind of stuff. So check her out. But we've seen evidence where she's met with some of these squad members and stuff and goes right over to them, take pictures with them. You know, she knows. But how freaking weird is this? I know. Yeah. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Misan took it. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that's right. We'll have, oh man, I want the Sidley dad. Well, Ian, that's one way to say it. I want the Sidley dad. I want Team Kirk to come on the show and be like, I want him to analyze this photo. No, I'm teasing. Obviously, it's fake, but it's so funny and so creepy. It really haunts my nightmare feels. I don't know why that's not showing up more clear. Let's see. Let me try that again. Okay, there we go. Catherine says that is disturbingly offensive and awful for the family. I agree. And I can't stand Harry and Meghan. They've brought this upon themselves. Enjoy the hell of your own making. But I feel sorry for Prince William. It's not that I think he's seeing this stuff, but if he's even peripheral, I never say that word right. Peripheral. I feel like I'm having a stroke when I say that word. Okay, if he's even sort of aware of that going on, it's got to be a brain blank, right? It really does. It's crazy. I'm freaked out. Oh, it haunts my soul. It's nightmare fuel. No wonder I can't sleep. That keeps me awake. So that's one thing going on. There's something else going on that I want to talk about. And it involves the royal family. Okay, but I swear it ties back to the mediocre mafia. Go with me on this journey. I'm gonna take you there. All right, let's go. This story is coming out. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm not gonna go too hard into it because it's so ridiculous, but everybody's going nuts over this, saying King Charles and Prince William's private estates are reportedly taking millions of pounds from public bodies, including NHS, state schools, armed forces. Okay. That is what you call a sensational headline. That is just meant to piss people off and get clicks. If you have any sense about you, which luckily some people still have, you can see it's called being a landlord. They are renting these places to these people and then getting paid for it. So in my opinion, and I'll show you some more to this, but in my opinion, this is Harry and Meghan trying to cast or their followers or whomever, somebody in that camp trying to cast the king and Prince William and the royal family into a bad light by saying things like that, because this is William's week. This is Earthshot week. We're about to have Earthshot, I think on Wednesday. So they're trying to, in my opinion, I think it's a targeted attack. I really do. I think this is bullshit. And luckily, a lot of people saw through it. You can see the comment right below. It's called Rent. Why all of a sudden entities think that they should get duchy land for free. Exactly. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'm just going to read through these because Taz had a pretty good point too. But Britain's two best public servants who support thousands of charity pay a higher rate of tax. I just learned about that. They pay more taxes than anyone and they pay them. I wasn't sure how that worked, but that's cool to know. Than anyone else to make Britain billions a year in revenue through royal warrants, diplomacy, and tourism. Long live Charles and Prince William. King Charles, Prince William. I agree. Let's see. Here you go. The press office, HRH Riley Dog. Did you know that the NHS is charging folks for healthcare and making millions off sick people? I just thought this was such a great point. That's exactly it. So we're going to be mad. We're going to be mad that King Charles, Prince William, the royal family are charging rent on stuff that they have. They're renting it back to these places. And yet we're supposed to ignore the awfulness that I hear about the NHS. Really? Like that's what we're doing now? Again, I can't prove it, but I'm telling you, I feel like, sorry, I'm reading some of your comments and it's catching my, let's see, they do not. Yeah, that's it. That's what I heard too. They don't have to pay tax, but they do. And great. Whatever. It's hard for me to have an opinion on that. It's more of just the whole thing. I'm telling you, I can't prove it, but I'm telling you from the depths of my soul, I can feel it. This is the dark side. This is Harry and Meghan's people putting it out there. It's a targeted attack because this is William's week. We knew they'd do something. I still feel like I don't get political here, but this week's going to be a shit show here in America, regardless of how it goes. I don't care which side you're on. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a cluster. So I think, in my opinion, Meghan knew she wouldn't stand a chance doing anything weird this week because the news is going to be all about that. So why not launch something the Sunday before something like this, again, I have to say allegedly, launched something like this to try to, what's the word? Cast a shadow, cast a doubt on the royal family. And the whole thing sucks. And even if she's not behind it, whoever it is, that sucks. Can you see the distraction? Okay, thank God. Okay, so somebody sees it like I do. Okay, the prince at Freedom 007. Can you see the distraction happening in real time? Prince William and the king's account are publicly available and the duchies rent out the property. This is a distraction and there are actual pressing concerns facing our country that won't go away. Okay, so that's part of it too. I know the US has some wild stuff going on. I know the UK does as well. And there's theories going on that this is all meant to distract. I tend to follow in that camp as well. All right. And then here you go. Prince and Princess of Wales says, yes, it's called being a landlord, collecting rent like all others do. To which this person says, shock and horror, landlords charge rent. What is the world to do now? Exactly. Though I do feel like this is meant to distract us, whether it's, again, I still think it's coming from Harry and Meghan's people. I just have this feeling. It's something meant to cast a shadow because it's a big week for Prince William and of course Earthshot. And again, I go back to how sick is it that anytime he does something, well, anything, but especially charity related, that's when that side likes to attack and draw attention away from. I can tell you from my own personal experience, the time where I got trolled the hardest and almost doxxed. A lot of you guys know the story, but if you don't, she's not here now, but the resting doll face, I shouted her out before. She helped me. She found a thread where they were trying to figure out where I lived. They had pulled some, I don't know what the hell they pulled. I'm not going to dox myself, but they pulled some stuff and thought they had my name. They did not, which was kind of funny. They were accidentally doxing the wrong person, but still, they thought they were doing something. They were trying to dox me, and it was all because I bought from Highgrove. So of all things, like, come after me because I talk, smack about Meghan and Harry, whatever. But to come after me because I supported a charity is crazy. I got so much hell, not from you. You guys are wonderful. Mostly it was positive, but I caught hell when we raised like $22,000 for charity. How nuts is that? Again, it's when, when I don't know how to say that. When we do the most good, that's when they're the most vicious. And so this feels like it's falling under that camp. That's what makes me think, yeah, it has to do with Harry and Meghan. That's my opinion. I have to say my opinion. Okay, here's our Catherine. Can we stare at Catherine while I read your comments? Sorry, I missed about 1 million comments because when I get on a rant, sometimes I don't look at the comments. Guarantee on the day William does a speech. So you think so? Okay, maybe so. The only reason, an old geezer, that I don't know if we'll hear from Harry and Meghan this week is because, again, I don't get political things are happening this week. It's going to be a nightmare, regardless of which side you're on. I just lock yourself indoors. That's my plan this week. There's going to be so much news coverage, whichever way it goes, that our country's just not in great, in my opinion, we're not in great shape either way right now. So I just don't know if we'll hear from them this week because I don't know how they're going to compete with that kind of coverage. That's just my opinion. Unreal, I know. But here's our beautiful Catherine. Isn't she gorgeous? I want to look like her when I grow up. I know. Gorgeous. So beautiful. I found that picture. I just had to, it's apropos of nothing. I just liked it. Okay. So this is where I need you to chime in the comments. Have you seen these AI photos going around? What are your thoughts on all this? Do you think that they're involved in this targeted campaign against, of course, King Charles and Prince William? I just find the timing of it all very suspect. I understand that some people think it's much bigger than Harry and Meghan. Maybe it is. But it just stinks because they always like to do stuff to try to upstage. So why not start something like this? I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys as always for supporting. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I appreciate every one of you so much. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I truly hope you all have the best day. And I'll talk to you again soon. Honk, honk, everyone. Bye-bye.